Well, welcome back to day 2 of Rochester Cyclocross from Genesee Valley Park. On tap today, we have round 2 of the Trek USCX series. We're going to be looking at the women's race that features Manon Bakker, who dominated yesterday, and Maghalie Rochette, who's looking to take revenge, get back to her winning ways. We're also going to keep our eyes on Sid McGill, Raylan Nuss, Lauren Zerner, and the rest of the women's field. Let's get to it.
At the start line of the Women's Elite Race, Day 2, Rochester, Manon Bakker there at the start line. Yesterday's winner, also Maghalie Rochette. We got the red lights turning green, and they are off on this long and dusty straight. Caroline Mani leading the way. Last time she's racing in Rochester. This is her final year of UCI racing, retiring at the end of the season. Going out with style, leading the pack as they head out on this prologue lap for the reversed course on day 2 of Rochester. So we got Mani there. We have Nico Knoll staying upright today after crashing early yesterday in second place as they make this tight turn around and head out towards the long off-camber section that leads into the stairs that actually ends the lap. So they're doing this little prologue half lap here to get them into the right rotation for the lap direction today. Nico Knoll leading them up the steps. Mani second, Sid McGill third, Manon Bakker right there, Lauren Zerner, Maghalie Rochette, Raylan Nuss. First time through double trouble, reverse from yesterday. Maghalie able to ride it, everyone else deciding to run. It's a pretty sketchy descent through that second half of double trouble, and this is the part that Maghalie is really able to just rip. This bike path going in the opposite direction seemed to be a launching ground for a lot of riders throughout the day, including Maghalie Rochette, who already has a few seconds lead. There we see Mani dropping off from her early success. Back in the pack now, has some chasing to do. Ellen Noble looking back at the rest of the field as she comes through still in the top 10. First time at the run-up, coming at it from the opposite direction. Rochette looks like she has about 3-4 second lead over Sid McGill. Nico Knoll still in third place. Lauren Zerner in fourth. Manon Bakker down in fifth place. And Raylan Nuss really, I guess, the last in that chase group, with Mani trying to make contact up and over the steep U-turn. Sid McGill now in second place with Knoll dropping back. Bakker chasing in third. Got Zerner and Raylan Nuss, Mani coming up, and I believe that's another comp edge racer, possibly Anna Maghalie there, and we saw Ellen Noble peeking in right at the end. Coming through pit 2 for the first time, little look over at David, and Rochette is off and running. Manon Bakker now has taken up the chase with Sid McGill. I'm assuming those two will try to work together to bring Rochette back into this race if they can. Here's the battle between the Steve Tilford Foundation and Comp Edge. Got Lauren Zerner along with Raylan Nuss and Nico Knoll battling for the wide-angle podium. Rochette already on the steps as Bakker makes it to the base with McGill right on her wheel. This is still lap 1 that we're in. Long lap with that prologue. Here comes the chasers. Zerner leading the way with Nuss and Knoll. A little further back, Caroline Mani still trying to make contact and get on there. And here you have 10 minutes, 11 minutes into our race, going out onto the full lap 2. Rochette leading, Bakker and McGill together working to try to bring them back. Here's our fight between Steve Tilford and Comp Edge, with Mani still struggling to make her way back into the fold. We got Anna Maghalie for Comp Edge coming through as well. Good race for her today. Rochette now just already early in this race, already in cruise control. This is a nice look at the half pipe. Going down the half pipe today just looks like a lot of fun. Yesterday it was a struggle, really tough to get through it, but when you're able just to use your momentum and flow down this, it's a really cool feature. I think that the course in general, much like we had with Roanoke last week, where riders seem to prefer day 2 over day 1. I think we heard the same thing about Rochester. Day 2 setup has a little more flow, a little more fun for the riders to race. I'll tell you who is having fun out there is Magali Rochette, because she is just running away with this race. I think unless something catastrophic happens this time as she passes by pit 2 one more time, and I think we'll get a good idea of the gap here, it's going to be tough to bring her back. Bakker hasn't even entered the screen. There she is. And Mannen, I'm not saying Mannen's not trying hard. She's definitely going all out to try to bring her back, but I think that the attack to try to close the gap isn't what we've seen when I think there's more of a chance that it's going to come back. Bakker had her day yesterday where she was in that position and no one could catch her, and today, Rochette back in front. Through double trouble, section 1, which was section 2 yesterday, and on and around the bend, Bakker coming up behind. You can see the dust as well. Just no precipitation for I don't know how long in Rochester, and it was just moon dust everywhere, especially in double trouble. It just became a dust cloud. Starting stretch, the same thing. Raylan Nuss with the shouldering technique coming up in 4th place, has distanced herself from Zerner. Zerner in kind has distanced herself from Nico Knoll. Knoll moving up from the junior ranks, first season in the elites, and doing pretty well. That was saw Matisse Boyer giving some words of encouragement to Mia DeMartin as she comes through in the top 10. Good race for her as well. Nico Knoll now has dropped back with Carolyn Magny. They are battling for 6th and 7th place. Rochette on one of her favorite parts, I think that bike path, just able to just go all out. Get a nice look here of the U-turn from the side, just seeing how steep and how hard this is. Here's the battle with Magny, who's gotten a couple bike lengths over Knoll as they come through. Good battle a little farther down between Anna Magali and Ellen Noble. This is for 8th and 9th place. Noble coming back to elite racing. Good to see her out there and already scoring points in the top 10. Rochette around the tricky off camber that yesterday you came off the planks and towards that. Now you're going back towards the finish line area. McGill coming through. Here is Raylan Nuss. This is another battle going on. Raylan Nuss, we were talking about the speed difference between Rochette and Bakker. If you look at the speed difference between McGill and Nuss definitely thinking she's got a chance to close that gap and possibly get on the podium. So she's all in now with 1 lap to go as Rochette goes through. Mana Bakker going through. Her brother Ariane there looking on, giving words of encouragement. Sid McGill, this is your 3rd place racer. We'll look to see where you could see sort of right in the distance there is Raylan Nuss. So a lot of work to do, but definitely did close the gap from what was before. Good look at dismounting and planks technique. You can see Bakker with a little more old school with the saddle up there in the armpit. You can see everybody else has it wider. The thing that Mana Bakker has going for her is her height. She's able to do that and get away with it without it affecting her technique. And here we go, day 2 winner. This is Magali Rochette with the fever, taking the win. Day 2 in Rochester. Mana Bakker coming in for 2nd place. Great weekend for her. 1st and 2nd. I know she'll take that. Sydney McGill in 3rd place. We talked to her yesterday. She's racing herself into form, so that's nice to do and still get a podium. 4th place for Raylan Nuss, moving up. Good start to the season for her. And that's it. That is your elite women from Rochester, New York. We see Lauren Zerner come through there and getting scenes from post-race. Let's take a second, and then we'll get to an interview with our winner, Magali Rochette.
I know, but I can do better than that. Do you want a sip? Do you want a sip? Oh, thank you so much.
All right, Magali, yesterday, a little disappointing, but you were almost, you had the positive spin on it, that it gave you some incentive to really try harder today. So
Yeah.
what was the plan going into this? I'm assuming it was don't crash in the first corner, and then after that, just go?
Yeah, don't crash in the first corner. And then, I mean, positioning is so key in this race. Like, the technical section usually split the race apart. And so after yesterday, I was like, I'm going to get out of trouble. So I made sure to enter the technical section first on the first lap. And from there, I had a little gap, but my thing was like, today I was just focused on execution, like execute well. And I mean, it worked because I think I kept like putting seconds after seconds, and I knew Manon was strong. So I was like, if I have a gap, like she's gonna have to work to come back to me, or I'll keep my gap. But I was like, I'm gonna keep pushing. So
we know the USCX is important for riders, but it's not, we know it's not the main goal also. And you've come in the past and have used this time to prepare for the World Cup season and prepare for bigger goals down the road. Was there anything specific that you were doing this weekend in preparation for later races?
I mean, again, like mostly, well, all the racecraft, honestly. That's the one thing you can't practice on your own in training. So when you have these opportunities, and like, it's awesome that Manon is here because she's really strong. Sydney's one of the best technical rider as well. So like having these girls there to push me, show me other lines, create chaos, like that's what you're looking for. So for me, like I'm trying to work on the racecraft here. And when I was alone, I switched to like working on my focus and staying really focused the whole race, because that's like a mental ability that's kind of hard. Like you get tired mentally. So I was trying to really focus on executing well from second one to the last. And I made one mistake at some point, so have to keep working.
All right, so we're halfway done with the USCX. What's the next stop, and what's the next function on the CX Fever Tour?
Yes, the CX Fever Tour was full gas last week, a little bit mellower this week, but we're going to Baltimore. So we're doing a training with the Baltimore Youth Cycling Group on Wednesday. So I'm really looking forward to that. They have a big group, I think, so that will be fun. And then on Friday night at Charm City, where I'm doing a women's pre-ride, and David is doing quick fixes like around the pre-ride. So if anyone has like a little trouble that, want to check on their bike, David is there for that. So that's the next stop.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.